Hello, everyone, and welcome back to a new podcast. I'm your host, Christian, and you're watching or listening to the Christy Media Group podcast, owned by Christy Media Group itself. Strap on because we're going to cover a lot of things today, and to start off, we're going to talk about my favorite game that just got a somewhat big update, and it's Gran Turismo 7. A couple of cars have been added, including the Audi RS5 Turbo TDM 2019 edition, and you can buy it in the brand central like the other cars. Mazda 3X Burgundy Selection, also 2019. A Porsche 959 from 87, that it's available in Legend cars. A Porsche Carrera GTS, or how they also call it, GTS 904, made in 64, also available in Legend cars, and a Toyota Alphard Executive Lounge from 2018. It's like a caddy SUV, I don't know how to say it. Also, a couple of tracks have been added, like some extensions to the Nürburgring in Germany. And yeah, it has an endurance lap. It's like the 24-hour, but I don't know what's maybe the layout. I don't know. And yeah, Elon Musk announces Twitter Blue Tick shakeup. Only paying users will have their content recommended, and he allowed to vote in polls from 5th April the 15th. It is pretty sketchy, but yeah, it's Elon Musk now in the lead, so, and he's also the most followed person on Twitter. That's that's nothing crazy, but also Twitter says parts of source code leaked 3 days ago, so I don't know, they maybe can reverse engineer the blue shit and make a modded version like YouTube Advanced. I know I'm taking too far, but everything can, right? Meta is exploring plans for Twitter rival. What? What's this about, bro? Okay, so Meta is working on a standalone text-based social network app, and it's codenamed P92. It will allow users to log in through their existing Instagram credentials and maybe Facebook, because you could log with Facebook on Instagram, and if you log in with Instagram that has already been linked with a Facebook account on this new platform, yeah, you can log on with Facebook. Okay. Metasap will be based on a similar framework to the one that powered Mastodon, a Twitter-like service which was launched in 2016. I need to learn more about this. Yeah, I heard of them, but I don't use them. I'm barely on Instagram, and for that matter, Snapchat. Instagram and Facebook to get paid for verification. Oh, not them again. Mark Zuckerberg, Meta chief executive, said the move will improve security and authenticity on the social media apps. Oh, funny enough, I just sent yesterday a solicitation for a blue check mark, so I don't think I'm gonna get it. It is my second try, but yeah, I just sent them an invoice of the latest network bill and internet bill, and I didn't receive anything, so yeah. Twitter's pay for verification feature was paused last November when people started impersonating big brands and celebrities by paying for the badge. Oh, so now I can make a Tesla Twitter account and pay for verification, and people will think that that is the real Tesla account, but instead I'm going to scam people with crypto. Like what happened with session tokens, and a screensaver file that was marked up as a PDF. Why fun apps are banned on French official smartphones. France is removing not only TikTok but all recreational applications from government devices. Bro, can you believe that? But at the same time, it has also become the first country to do the same for all recreational apps, including Netflix, Instagram, you guessed it, Candy Crush, and lastly, Twitter. The ban, monitored by France's cybersecurity agency, will affect about 2.5 million civil servants. In 2019, France approved a digital services tax, despite threats of retaliation by the US, who argued it unfairly targeted American technology giants such as Google and Facebook. And since 2018, France has been vocally opposed to the US Cloud Act, which gives American law enforcement authorities the power to request data stored by most major cloud providers, even if it's outside the US. There's some crazy shit going on, but I mean, the American law enforcement authorities are choosing what they do with our data. So, yeah, France has a prominent voice in the Gaia X project. I don't care, bro. You know what I mean? Arc just released a mobile browser. I believe it's just like another knockoff browser. You know, just source code stolen, added some gay ass features that no one is going to use, and put it on the damn Google and Play Store and the App Store. Let me see how much downloads my apps just got in one day. Because, okay, the public that installed my app has grown by 4.1%. That is now 329. And my app, how you say it, people who bought the app has rise by 40.7% and is now to a smeagering 211. My app has 4.8 stars on the Google Play Store and is available for phone and Wear OS. Let me show you. Let me show you this beta version. You have all these categories here. Dumbass Galaxy Watch. You can buy the Pro version, but you need the phone. See. Sorry for people that are listening to the podcast. I know there aren't, but yeah, Illegal Emojis Pro has seen better days. Minus 100%, yeah, so just 0 downloads. That's impressive. Yeah, that was Silicon Valley Bank. Now let's get about the money, because we are already talking about it, so let's get going. Silicon Valley Bank collapsed. US lender bought by rival. The assets and loans of collapsed US lender Silicon Valley, or SVB, are being bought by rival First Citizen Bank shares. Investors welcomed the deal, sending First Citizen's shares up more than 40%. Wow. Should you be worried? I don't think so. It's just someone that buys someone's assets. So, if I understand this correctly. But yeah. So, remember when I said that Twitter source code has been leaked? Parts of the source code, which underpins multi-billionaire Elon Musk's social media platform, has been leaked online. That's just what I said, but I'm repeating a couple of times so it's good in your head. GitHub does not generally comment on decisions to remove content. However, in the interest of transparency, we share every DMCA or Digital Millennium Copyright Act takedown request publicly, a GitHub spokesperson told the BBC News. The DMCA has signed into law in the US in 1998. It is aimed at protecting copyrighted material on the internet. Yeah, that's what the DMCA is all about. In the takedown request, Twitter called on GitHub to provide information on who was behind the account which leaked the code, named Free Speech Enthusiast. I mean, he's a real enthusiast, but we really need to sell it on the black market, bro. You put it on GitHub, there's where I put my apps on. Meanwhile, the Tesla chief executive has reportedly indicated that Twitter is now valued at less than 20 billion. People are complaining about $20 billion, and I can't even buy bread for 2 euros. Wow, man, you need to shut your ass up. Mr. Musk also reportedly. Ooh, what is this, bro? Musk also reportedly told staff, I see a clear but difficult path to a 250 billion valuation, which suggests a more than tenfold increase in Twitter's valuation. I don't understand that, what I just read, but I read it, not with a good accent, but Binance accused of breaking US financial laws. Why always the US, bro? US regulators are seeking to ban Binance, the world's largest crypto trading platform, alleging that the firm has been operating in this country illegally. My man, I see ads for Binance all the time on YouTube. Well, how is it illegally if ads are being on YouTube, Google ads, and that's based in America? So, it said it had made significant investments to ensure that US users were not active on the platform, including blocking users identified as American citizens or residents or who had a US mobile number. The filing is unexpected and disappointing as we have been working collaboratively with the CFTC for more than 2 years. Nevertheless, we intend to continue to collaborate with regulators in the US and around the world, the firm said. Solid statement, I mean. The best path forward is to protect our users and to collaborate with regulators to develop a clear, thoughtful, regulatory regime. My man, these words are too much for me, bro. Founded in 2017, the company is now the largest centralized exchange for digital assets, claiming more than 100 million users globally. It is led by Chinese-born Canadian billionaire Changpeng Zhao, who was also named in the complaint. The CFTC said Binance had been active in the US since 2019, but never properly registered with the government or complied with the relevant US laws, using an internationally opaque global corporate structure in a bid to escape oversight. For much of that time, Binance did not require its customers to provide any identity verifying information before trading on the platform. The CFTC alleged in a civil lawsuit filed in federal court in Illinois. What is this name, brother? Translate.google.com. Right. English.
Illinois.
Man, you heard it. Okay. In 2021, the firm announced it was tightening its rules. But at the same time, the CFTC said it advised US based customers on how to evade those controls using virtual private networks or VPNs and shell companies. The firm evaded the rules to maximize corporate profits, the CFTC said. It asked the US court for restitution and fines, as well as permanent trading and registration bans. Whoa, that's pretty hard for people that trade illegally. Last year, US officials warned the industry that they plan to use existing laws to more rigor- wish? rigorously enforce against issues such as conflicts of interest and lack of transparency. In October, the CFTC said more than 20% of the cases it had pursued in the 12 months prior concerned the sector, including cases against Bitfinex and Tether. It is also among the agencies in the US that has brought fraud charges against Sam Bankman-Fried and FTX, previously a major rival to Binance. Whoa, FTX, remember that time, bro? Me and my friend tried to make an account, but that didn't work, so yeah. The tech helping driverless cars see round corners. A bit like X-ray vision is now engineer James Long described the effect of technology he's working on. Wow, that's pretty impressive, bro. Like you have all these cameras over here. That's pretty nice, bro. The scheme, which has been operating for 3 years, is run by a consortium including Nissan, Hitachi Europe, the Transport Research Laboratory, and the University of Nottingham. Among others, it is now coming to an end, sadly enough. The project uses Nissan's electric Leaf model. Each car is festooned with cameras and sensors, many of them bolted to a perfectly ordinary roof rack. The boot is full of computers and electronics. It all looks rather rough and ready. I don't know how that scales up, but this doesn't look good, bro. You have all these cameras spying on you to see if you use your blinkers or not. Uh, but out on the road, following a circuit between roundabouts on the A206, it feels smooth and controlled. Sitting in the back seat, it's remarkably easy to forget the car is guiding itself. I mean, you have like those robo taxis driving around America, like the Jaguars. Yeah, just what I saw on TikTok, bro. Such precision is held by guidance systems using precise 3D mapping, highly accurate GPS, radar, and LiDAR, a laser-based sensing method, which Elon Musk really hates. He removed LiDAR a couple of years ago from their Teslas and used Tesla Vision to make out what the distance is between an object and the car. I mean, he's moving somewhere, so yeah. Over the past 3 years, Surf City's cars have racked up some 1,600 miles of autonomous driving without a serious incident. Thought on every outing, a safety driver has been in position to take control if necessary. Yeah, that's who's responsible if no one is driving? The company, I guess. It is an immersive record. The roads of Woolwich are busy and unpredictable. Buses dice with taxis. Delivery drivers have stop without warning, and cyclists wave through heavy traffic. My man, just go with foot. Damn. What we're actually trying to do is expand the boundaries of autonomous drive, explains David Moss, Nissan's Senior Vice President for Research and Development in the UK and Europe. Wow, man is going places. So we want to be able to improve not just the ability to drive on the highway, but also to take on complex environments in the city. Now you heard them. Trials of self-driving vehicles are nothing new. Like I Tesla, I don't know, but you can't really call them fully autonomous driving because you still need to grab the steering wheel from time to time, but that's for safety purposes. If you're gonna fall asleep and you had like those dummy weights put on your steering wheel to trick the car that a force is being applied, then it's your responsibility if you wake up in the hospital or at your gravestone. Trials of self-driving, yeah, bro. This project, however, has focused especially on finding ways for the car to use roadside infrastructure, such as traffic cameras, to improve its awareness and allow it to drive more smoothly. My man, car is hacking those cameras. Maybe it's gonna hack my front yard camera, bro. I don't want that. This is where the technology being overseen by James Long comes in. He is the head of technical consulting at the Smart Mobility Living Lab, which was set up with the help of government funding to create a testbed for connecting and self-driving technology in London. What what we've been looking at, particularly in things like parked vehicles and buses in bus stops, they are